This topic right here is some of the tactics that Uber and Lyft are going to use.
There.
The overall aspect of things is Massachusetts
Yeah,
is
it's
going to
coming.
have a Prop 22 like clone when it comes to their ballot when you go to it's this November, right? That they got it on?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
the
so
timing is
or is it
not
next
clear on
year?
that yet, but it's on the ballot. Just whatever the next election is, it's going to be on the ballot.
Okay, so
And
in a couple weeks.
I know Lori is probably going to watch this later, and Alderperson Rodriguez. This is what's happening in Massachusetts, right there. It says on the second paragraph. It says, that's why we joined the coalition of drivers, community leaders, social justice groups, and other companies to launch a Massachusetts ballot initiative called the Prop 22 clone. In fact, it is less than what they offered in California. Chris, I read it.
Oh,
120% stays the same. Look at the right side of the screenshot. Remember, we busted their ass, and then we got the mileage adjustment from 30 to 34, right?
yep.
Okay, look at the second sentence in the right screenshot. New guaranteed earnings floor of at least 120%, which is the same as California, right? Of the state minimum wage. Plus, look at that, 28 cents a mile now. We got a discount of 6 cents. I'm going like, this is why you guys
And let me
get.
guess, they took out the entire part of the inflation change.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
that 28
Oh,
cents
100,
per
yeah, yeah,
mile is
yeah,
probably going to sit there at
yeah.
28 cents a mile.
Well, yeah, from
It's not
Prop
like how
22.
it's
Yeah, I mean, look, Prop 22 was December. I mean, it kicked in at January 2020. You don't think there has been inflation since then? So instead
yeah,
of
right.
34 and go higher, they go to 28 now. I don't know why. So this is happening in driver apps already. This is what they're going to play in Chicago as well. Do not click on join the campaign, because if you join the campaign, you are literally signing that you want Prop 22. Read it, learn it, understand it, ask questions in your community. If not, ask me. I'm telling you, you guys do not want this. I'm telling you, I had it for 3 years. You guys don't want
Yeah.
this. So,
And I mean, if you've been watching the show at all, over the
yeah.
last year or so that we've been a year and a half that we've been doing this, I think there's one easy thing to say is that Sergio does not like Prop 22, and he is
No,
in California. He knows exactly what it's about. So,
yeah.
when it comes to a lot of this stuff, it really won't do much change or many differences except for be a problem overall. So, yeah,
You know why I don't
this
like.
is not something that I like. You should go and if you're in Massachusetts, tell them, look, this is not what we want. We want something that is brought up like Seattle and Washington or what Chicago is proposing. That is going to be something that is going to give drivers much better wages and all of these extra bonuses that they're going to throw in. Not
Yeah.
this. I like at the bottom they say historic new benefits.
No, there's nothing historic about
Bullshit.
that. The other thing, let me tell you why, first and foremost, I don't like Prop 22. What is the biggest selling point of these companies? Flexibility and freedom, right? Right?
Mhm.
From the get-go, Prop 22 is written in a way that, first of all, to get any kind of benefits out of it, you have to drive minimum of 15 active hours to 25 active hours to get to the first tier of Prop 22. In order for you to be 15 to 25 hours active, you must be online probably 30 to 40 hours. Get it?
Yep.
What happened that they say, oh, most people are part-time already. We don't, they can do whatever they want, whatever. So right off the bat, and if you want the full benefits of this Prop 22 clone or Prop 22 package, Chris, you have to drive 25 plus active hours a week, which makes you a full-time driver. So
Yep.
right off the bat, this is kicking out 80% of the crowd. Boom, no benefits anyway. You know what I mean? So what is happening here? Why not this benefits for everyone in a prorated kind of a basis? No, you have to be between 25 to 15 to 25 active and then 25 plus active in order to get the back package. And I'm like, well, that doesn't jibe well with your flexibility and freedom, because if you're going to make me work 40, 50 hours to get the full benefit package, where's my flexibility and freedom? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't click.
So yes, in Massachusetts, do not accept. I repeat, do not accept. Here,
It's coming,
this is the
like it or not.
next
And
article.
Here it is. You know, the governor, the governor now, actually, they tried this like about 8 months ago, and the Supreme Court of Massachusetts found out what evil this was, and they said kicked it out to the ballot, off the ballot. But guess what, people? It is back. And this is what they're doing. Uber backed group to reboot gig worker ballot initiative in Massachusetts. This is the same damn thing as a Prop 22. We don't want to take too much time. Read about it. This is identical to Prop 22. In fact, on the right-hand screenshots, on the bottom, there's a paragraph there. And halfway through the paragraph, it says, the ballot measure Proposition 22 in Washington State when Democratic lawmakers passed. So Washington State, in fact, Chris, before Seattle succeeded, they did come with a Prop 22 clone in Seattle, Washington State as well, but the legislature was so strong there in Seattle, they said, go F off. That's not going to happen. And they brought them to the table, just like Alderperson Rodriguez is doing, and say, come to the table, let's talk about this, because this is no good. So then they came to the table, came to an agreement, $1.50 a mile, 64 cents a minute. Hello, nice job. So whoever's in Massachusetts, Boston, whatever city you're in, Sergio at the RideShareGuy.com. If you don't know anything about this, Uber's is coming too, by the way. Do not click that purple button. If you do, you are getting opening a whole can of worms on your head. And then 6 months later, when it's passed, don't come complain to me. So learn it.
Here's the big thing. So it says it's in the middle. It says it's for the 2024 ballot. So that's next year. It's not in a week and a half or in 2 weeks.
There has to be something opposing this, right? And at the moment, honestly, and I'm sad to say, there isn't much opposing this, Chris. And I'm afraid they're going to succeed. And please, people, go call your legislators, like Alderperson. I mean, he's in Chicago, but I'm sure there's city council members who are willing to listen to you in Boston or wherever you guys are.
And well, not only that, I mean, the entire state. So just Massachusetts.
This is a statewide ballot. This is not a city. It's statewide. So call your legislature, call your senators, call whatever, call your House members. Say, hey, man, what is this? I don't want this. I heard my buddy in California said it's shit. And like, let's not do this and start a fire, because I mean, look, and then man,
offer instead of saying no, I don't want it, offer the counter act, and that is what's going on in Seattle and Washington, what they're proposing in Chicago, and unfortunately, what they lost in Minnesota and Minneapolis, but where it did succeed is Seattle and Washington. That shows a good, true model, and it's only getting better, because we've talked with Will, we've talked with a couple other people from Washington. And it's continually getting better, and the sky's not falling. Drivers there are, ecstatic and happy, and making a living wage at that point. So yeah, it's something that needs to start happening.
Absolutely. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I thought the topics would be kind of relevant to our guests today and what they're trying to do. And look, this is part of the game. You guys need to play this game. They're playing the game with the app and colors and gamification, all this bullshit. We need to play the game. We need to play the game at a much higher level now. We're like, let's go major leagues. This is not Class A ball, major leagues. And what Lori and Alderperson Rodriguez is doing is major leagues. We need to play in the major leagues as driver communities, okay? Don't disappear when I say, okay, go do something, help us out, okay? There you go.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.